everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope everybody's having a blessed day today. And everybody's day is going nice. Today, I'm going to make a special recipe. It's empanadillas. Some people in other parts of the country or the world, they call them empanadas. But Puerto Ricans call it empanadillas. And today I'm going to show you how to make the dough. Okay? So what I'm going to use is, there's 2 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. So I put the flour in. And then I have half a teaspoon of baking powder. And 1 teaspoon of salt. And vinegar is optional. You could put it and you don't have to put it. I put it. I like vinegar in my recipe. I don't know, it just gives it a different taste. So we have the half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and we're gonna give this a quick mix. Let's mix all these inside. Let's get it all mixed up. Okay, so after you mix it, you can make a little hole, or rather, you want to take some butter. Mine is really soft already, so I just want to incorporate the butter. This is half a stick of butter. So I'm going to add the butter now. Okay, let me get rid of this. Okay. So I have the butter in. What I want to do is I just want to get it really incorporated in there. I want it to look a little sandy. Some people do it with your hands. You can do it with your hands, but I feel it melts the butter. So if your butter's cold, you can mix it in with your hands and just keep pressing on it. That's what helps when you press on it. So I just wanted to whisk it, but you could also use a spatula and just go around like this. And then your butter will get all incorporated. This is supposed to be a pastry, okay? So we'll mix this up. Half a stick of butter, 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, so that's what's in here, and it's already starting to have that consistency of like wet sand or a little bit granulous grain. So that's what I want. It makes a nice pastry that way. I like using butter. Some people use oil. You can use oil. A 1/4 cup of oil is fine. I always add a little oil at the end just because I want it to like come together a little bit more, but you don't have to. You don't have to add oil if you add the butter. So I got half a stick of butter in this, and as you can see, it's looking like, I don't know, like grainy or kind of like wet sand or something like that. Okay, so once that's looking like that, you give it a mix. I say I've been mixing it about a minute. Okay, so after that's mixed, you can make a little hole in the middle like that. Just make a little hole, and then you're gonna take 1 egg. You're gonna crack the egg, and you're gonna put it in there. And I have a 1/4 cup of water that I'm gonna add to this, but I'm just gonna add a little bit right now, just like that, just so I can get the egg mixed. Just mix the egg in there like that. Keep incorporating it a little bit, mix it all around. Okay. See, it's starting to come together. You can see that the egg is actually pulling the flour together. This is what you want. There you go. See that? That's good. It's getting really crumbly. You can see that it's crumbling. So again, I'm going to add a little bit more from my 1/4 cup of water. This is water, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is the water, because I also have a 1/4 cup of oil here that I am not going to use it all, but I'm going to add a little bit more water and just a little, like half a teaspoon of canola oil. I added in there. So I'm just gonna keep mixing this up again, and I'm doing it slowly because I want it to get all mixed up softly, okay? So just keep pressing down. You can do it with your hands, like I said, your hands are fine, or you could do it with one of these little spatulas like this, or you can use a little baking whisk like I'm using. So it doesn't matter, whatever you want to mix it with, hands, tools, it's fine. So you see it's already coming together. So I'm going to add the rest of my water right here. Just going to add it on top. And I'm going to add a little teaspoon more of my oil. I'm just going to spread it out. It's only a teaspoon. Okay, that's it. So I'm not using any more of this. So this is when I'm going to add in my 1 teaspoon of white vinegar. Okay, so basically that's the whole recipe. Now you're just going to keep mixing this, and you're going to see that it's really going to form into a ball now. And after it forms into a ball, you want to put it in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Some people put it up to 30 minutes, but all you want is just for the butter to make everything cold again. So you see it. It's not going to look wet. It's not a wet because it's a pastry. So it's already incorporated. This is when I want to go in with my hands now, okay? So I'm just going to take this out of here like this. I'm just going to give my hands a quick wash. Okay, my hands are washed now, and I'm just going to incorporate it. I didn't dry them up. I just left that little bit of water in there. That's fine. So if it looks a little dry, you can always add a little bit more water to it. But remember, it's a pastry. You don't want it sticky. You just want to blend it all in and form it into like a little ball. That's what you want. Okay, so let's do that. And like I said, if your pastry looks a little dry, like it's too dry and you still see like, you want it to look like a sticky dough. But if you see like white powder on the bottom still, then you can add more water. But right now, I would say I would need like a tablespoon of water. So, or like I said, I could just add a little oil to it, because oil gives moisture. So I'm just going to wet my hands a little bit there. So that's it basically. Okay, you want this to be like not sticky at all. This is not sticky. Okay, so what I did was I got it all incorporated, and you can actually make a little bowl with it like this. See? Get all those little pieces in there. And that's it. That's how simple it is to make empanadilla dough. So what I want to do now is I'm going to take my dough ball. I'm not doing anything. I'm not putting any oil to it, anything. I'm just going to put it in a bag, like so. And I'm going to give it a little twist like that. And I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, okay? Now, let me take this out. I'll wash my hands. Okay, so my hands are clean. I'm going to use a paper towel this time, only because I have a mess on my surface here. So just want to wipe it down with the paper towel, just like so. Just like that. Okay, so the next step. I'm going to get my stove on, and let's see if it cooperates. Let's see, I'm already ready with the match, just in case. Okay. Will you work? Okay. There we go. I'm turning both stoves on, because one stove, I'm going to show you how to make the meat. And the other stove, I'm going to have already heating with some oil so I can fry them. Okay, so I'm using this because, you know, I made lasagna yesterday. So I have like a pound of ground beef left. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my pounds of ground beef and I'm just gonna add it there. Now, for the empanadilla, you can put any kind of mix that you want to put in there, like any kind of meat. I'm gonna use some ground beef, and I also have some mozzarella cheese. I have some pepperoni, so I can make some like pepperoni pizza bites type of thing. We can do that. But now I'm gonna do the meat, okay? So let's get this browned up a little, and then we can add our seasonings in. I think I'm gonna need my little handle. Okay. Let's put the handle here. Okay. So now, oh, there goes my rolling thing. This is my, so I can roll out my my empanadas when they're ready. I don't know why I'm using this. I know the other one is better. Just give me 1 minute. I'm gonna go grab that. Okay. Okay, so I washed it. Just give it a quick little dry. There we go. So let's break this up. Break it up. Get those nice little crumble pieces going. And then we can add seasonings and some sauce to it. It's looking very good. I'm gonna add a little oil to my pan so it could start heating up. You put enough because you want to deep fry, so I think that should do it there. Okay, so let's continue to break this meat up. There we go. See that? Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So now you know how to make empanadilla dough, or empanada dough, the way you want to call it. It's fine. So it all comes out to the same thing. Just everybody words it differently. Like I said, Puerto Ricans say empanadilla, and in other parts of the world they say empanada. It's the same thing. I think it's just something stuffed. Empanada is just saying that something is stuffed. So, and we're making empanadilla, so that makes it something stuffed in there. So let's brown this up. It's not going to take too long. It's not a lot. And you could also make pizza ones for the kids. Pizza, I'm sure they'll love that, right? Some pizza empanadillas. And to make empanadillas pizza is really simple. I was going to make pepperoni with the mozzarella, but I'm going to show you how simple it is to make pizza. Pizza flavored, so good. Something you've never tasted before in this recipe that I'm going to make. And the recipe that I'm going to make is one that I used to eat when I was in Puerto Rico, because when I was a young girl, I would go to school all year long, and then when it came summertime, my mother would send me to Puerto Rico so I could be with my family. My mother comes from a family of 12, so a whole bunch of cousins to play with. They were all down there, so every summer I went out there. And then just one time, one summer, I guess when I was like 14, I wanted to stay there. I didn't want to come back. I wanted to try the school there and learn some Spanish in school, learn how to read and write. So I did that. I stayed a year learning how to read and write. I went to like high school it was. Yeah, it was like 7th grade. Okay, so 7th grade, junior high school. Yeah, it was junior. So they had a snack bar outside, and the man would make empanadillas. They sell them for $1. They were so good. It was like nothing like the pizza here in New York. because it was a special kind of way to make it, and I'm going to show you how to do it so your pizza can taste so delicious. Okay, so here we go. See that? It's already brown. That's what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain the water off of this. I'll be right back. Let me just drain this real quick. Make sure I get all the oil out. Don't want any oil. Okay, so I drained it there. Okay, nice and drained and nice and dry. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get some sofrito. I have a big bag of it here, and I defrosted it. I forgot about it, but this is my sofrito. Garlic, pepper, onions, cilantro, all the good stuff. So I'm gonna just grab a little spoon of it, and I'm gonna throw right there. That seems to be a good amount, or you can just add a little more. Okay, yeah, a lot of peppers and onions and garlic and cilantro and recao, all the good stuff, all blended up. And now what I do is I'll just put it flat. I'll take the air out. Take out all the air like that, and you put it flat in the freezer, and that way when you want to use it, you break off a piece like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to lay it flat in my freezer. Okay, so you lay that flat, and I don't need that anymore. We can keep working on this, and it smells so good. Just think about it. You're cooking peppers and onions and garlic all together right here. It smells so good. And the green color is appetizing, because you know you're getting your veggies in there and your seasonings. Okay, good vegetables. All right, so now to this, I'm going to add, put that right there. I'm going to add some salt, a little salt, and I'm gonna add a little pepper, like so, and I'm gonna add a little bit of adobo and a sazon, a little portion, like half a teaspoon, or maybe not even. Okay, so have that, and I'll get my sazon. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna add that in. There we go. So now we have every seasoning that we needed in there. Gonna give this a quick little toss, like so. It smells delicious. Trust me, kids will love it. I mean, who doesn't love fried pastries with meat filling inside? It's awesome, awesome. Okay, so what I want to do now is I'm going to add my tomato sauce to this. And you know, I do my own tomato sauce. I put it in the blender. This is just tomatoes. We don't want to put too much. We don't want to have a wet empanadilla, because if you put too much liquid in there, it's gonna make it wet. You don't really want it that wet. Just want to coat it a little bit so it could all come together. So I added about, I say about 2 tablespoons I added. I'm gonna add 2 more tablespoons, so I said about 4 tablespoons, and that should do it. Okay, so that's it right there. Perfect. Okay, see, it's not too wet. It's just right. Now, I just want this sauce to cook because the sauce is not cooked. Okay, I'm using just raw tomatoes here. So let's leave this here, and I'm gonna just give it a little cover here, and I'm gonna reduce the heat a little bit. Okay, I reduced the heat. Yes, I made a mess. I don't like a mess. I'll clean that later. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna set this down right here, and let the meat cook. And I'm gonna grab a little bowl. Now, this is how you make the filling if you want pizza. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab a little bit of ricotta. You're gonna grab a little bit of the sweet sauce, like a marinara that has sugar inside and, you know, all the good stuff, sweet stuff. Not what I use, but I'll show you now. So to this bowl, I'm gonna add a cream cheese. Okay, one is good enough. I think one should do it. Let me get my little spatula here. Okay, so I have my little spatula, and I'm gonna add some cream cheese. Come on. I should have used something else, but we're getting it there. Okay, so there we go. That's good enough. So we have like 2 teaspoons of grated cheese and cream cheese, and we're gonna add, I would say, about 2 tablespoons or so of the ricotta. So just gonna go in here and grab some. I really don't need a lot, but this really gives it the taste right here. This ricotta is what makes it a nice creamy consistency. So I put 2 spoons of that in there. It's like 2 spoons. You see, it's a small amount. Okay, so like, yeah, that's it. 2.5 spoons I put. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to get a little bit. Oh, you want to get your mozzarella cheese. I'm not going to add it all because I want to have some just with pepperoni. But I want to show you how to make a pizza sauce. I will be making some. So take some mozzarella. Okay. And I would say about maybe half a cup of mozzarella. Okay, so we'll put half a cup of mozzarella, and that's where this sauce comes in handy. I think it has mushrooms, yeah, that's okay. So we're gonna add like 2 tablespoons, about like that. And you wanna give this a quick mix and get this really nice and mixed. And that's all it is to it. This is how you make pizza empanadillas with a great taste. You want that pink color. You don't want it white. You don't want it red. You want it to be like pink, like this. See that? So you have your cheese in there and you're all set. So, okay, so that's good. So there we go. That's our pizza mixture. So we can make some pizza. All right, so I'm gonna put this to the side over here for now. And I'll put away the rest of the ingredients. Let's put this away. And my tomato sauce. Let me put this in the refrigerator. I'm looking for the cap. All right, I'll keep it here until I find the cap. All right, so that's it. Okay, so now let's check on the meat. It smells delicious. And like I said, it cooks really fast, okay? I'm gonna grab a little bit of flour so I could set it down on my mat and I can roll it out. I also have my rolling pin in the freezer because you want it to be cold. You want your rolling pin or whatever you're gonna roll it with to be nice and cold. And you see, this won't take so long to cook. It's a really small amount. So I'm gonna cover this for another 2 minutes and then it'll be ready. And I'm just gonna grab a little bit of flour in case I need it when I roll out my dough. I might not need it. I might need oil. I don't know until I start, but I have a little small amount of flour there. So I'm gonna put this back here, and this is what I use to cut my dough. I don't know if I'm gonna need it, because what you're really gonna want to do is get something so you can make like a bowl. Get a bowl so you can get those round empanadas. I'll show you right now. Now you see this? This will work perfect. See, it's kind of like the same size of the disc that you buy in the store. Okay, so I'm gonna shut this off in one more minute, and then we're gonna check on our dough, because this is boiling really good. And like I said, though, you just wanted to chill it. You could leave it for half an hour. I say it's been there about 15 minutes already since I've been doing this and that. 15 minutes it's been in the freezer, in the refrigerator, I'm sorry. And you could see this has no sauce on it, which is what I want. I don't want any sauce. I want the sauce to like evaporate a little bit. You really don't want the sauce. Like I said, the sauce will break up the empanadillas. As soon as this is done, I'm gonna take it out of here because I don't want to put any hot meat into my cold pastry. So I'm just gonna put it somewhere so it can cool off. Okay, so that's ready. I'm gonna shut it off. Okay, and I'm gonna grab another bowl. Okay, here it is. I have a bowl here, and I'm just gonna put my meat inside this bowl. Okay, because like I said, I want it to cool. Okay, so you want a cooled mixture. Yes, I saw that piece. Okay, so let's put this away. We don't need that anymore. Okay, so I don't know where my pot holders are. Someone always moves them. But okay, so I just want to wipe this. I don't like when anything sticks on it. Okay, so just give me a minute. Bear with me. The clean patrol. Okay, so all right, I feel better now. Okay, so that's good there. And now let's take this out of there. Just wipe it. Okay, so here we go. I want my meat to cool off a little, okay? So I hope that cools off. I can always start with the pizza ones. Okay, so I'm gonna push this to the back. That's the meat mixture, see? Very good. It still has a little liquid in it, but I'm just gonna scoop up the meat from the top so it'll be okay. Now, there we go. So, like I said, it's better if you have like a cold rolling pin or something that you're gonna roll the dough out with. It should be cold. So I put mine in the ice box, and it's really cold. You can see the frost on it. You can see some ice. So this is what you want. Okay, so it's still not too cold. It's kind of warm. You want it to be cold, okay? But it's fine if it's not that cold. Yeah, it's kind of cold. Okay, so that's what our dough looks like. All right, and yes, I did need this because I'm gonna cut this in half, and I'm just gonna put it right there on the side. And I don't know why I have this bowl there, but okay, my pot's really hot there. So what I want to do is I want to roll this out. Okay, let's roll this out. I want to roll it really nice and thin. See, if it sticks, that's why I said you could use a little flour, just a small amount. Okay, there, that's better. Just want to roll it all out, and it's nice. It has a good texture to it. It also has a good wetness to it. I mean, you know, it's good the way it is. So just gonna roll it out. You want to roll them thin. You don't want them thick. The thicker you make them, the longer they take to cook. So let's just roll. Okay. So I'm gonna roll this out. And like I said, nice and thin. And you could just pile it up again and start all over again. Oh, that's why I wanted the bowl. I forgot. Okay, so there. See that? I think that's a nice thickness right there. Okay, so if you take your bowl, you just go like this. Okay. And now you have your empanada here. See, that's a nice one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab some wax paper so I could put in between them so they don't stick, because they will stick. I have this wax paper and you really don't need a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this into like 3 pieces, just enough so they can so I can put them in between. Okay, let me grab my scissor, and like I said, let me go this way. Okay, I'm gonna cut it like this. Nothing fancy, just want to make a few pieces to separate them after you make them. So that's 2, 3, and I'll do it again. Okay, so here we go. I'm just gonna set it right there for now. Put it right on the side, under there. I just need one, so I can put it right here, and I can put my dough. See? Very nice. It still can be stretched out. You could stretch it out more if you want with your hands. The warmth will stretch it, but I don't want to really make big ones. I don't want big empanadas, so you can just go like this. See? Very easy to manage. So I'm going to put that on my plastic there. I'm going to grab another one, put it on top, and I'm just going to put this together again. Okay, see how easy that is? I'm going to start again. Let's see if I can make it where I can do 2 of them. It froze. Okay, here we go. So I'll make that into a ball, and let's do this. I don't like the way that looks. Let's get into a nice little ball. Okay, there we go. And it got warm fast. This rolling thing got warm fast. Oh, it's hot in here. The stove is that heat from that oil. Okay, let's just get this done. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Maybe I can get 2 out of this. Let's see. And if it breaks apart, no big deal. You just put it back together again. It's like working with Play-Doh. Okay, so there you go. See, now I can make another one right now out of this one. Here's one. Go like that. Give it a little twist. And take these pieces out. There you go. You made another one. This one is kind of a little, I could feel the texture. Like I said, you don't want it. I could see this one is a little thick. And like I said, the longer. See how easy it is to roll out? That's perfect. Just like that. Okay, that's the that's how I want it. And I'm just gonna cut it because I know it just needs a piece off right there. And here we go. Here's another one. So that's 2. I put on the wax paper, grab a wax paper, put it right on top again. And let's repeat the process. Okay, so here we go. Just gonna put it together a little bit. There you go. And let's roll again. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Like that. Very good. Hold that there. Hold on 1 second. I'm getting hot. Sorry. It's just hot in this kitchen. Okay, so let's continue. And we roll like that. Okay, this is a good one, and I can take another one now. I could take out another one. So that's 3 made. Okay, let's get my bowl, press it right there, give it a little wiggle, and that's it. Another one, see? You don't have to buy them in the store. You can make them now in my recipe. Okay, so we're gonna stretch it out just a little bit because like I said, it looks small. Don't want it that small, but it's pastry dough, so it'll rise. When you put it in your hands and you stretch like this, you can stretch it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one right here. Okay, and again, same process. You can keep using this until you don't have any more. So there we go. Okay, here we go. Kind of breaking up a little bit, but it's okay. I'll just put it together. Okay. Oof. There we go. See, pretty good. I didn't think I even need the bowl for this one. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this one came out kind of thick again. You could just flatten it down. I just want to put it together again. And let's give it a little stretch. That's good. You don't want it to have holes because then you're going to have a big old mess. So, like I said, you could just cut off the edges. You don't always have to use a bowl. See? This looks pretty good. It's kind of rounds it. You can always make it more round. Look. See, just go like that to it. Or you can just put it down and roll it again a little bit because it does look a little thick and I don't want it too thick. Okay, so you have another one here. I'm just gonna cut this little piece off so they could look nice and round. Doesn't matter, you're gonna fold them over, but this is what it looks like. See, a nice little thin piece. So I'm gonna grab another paper and I'm gonna put it on top. Put this one right there. And you can make them as big as you want. You don't have to make them small. You can make them like one just big one. So for it could be like a dinner. Okay, so let's take this. I'm gonna roll it up a little bit more. Okay, so we're rolling this nice. Okay. Let's see, that's good. Alright, so let's get my bowl, put it right in the middle, give it a little shake. And there we go. Here's another one. Very nice. Nice little patty there. Take another paper, put it right there. And I'm gonna do one more. And after I do one more, I'm gonna show you how to fill them up. Okay, so let's make this one just a little bigger. Okay, let's see what happens with this one. Okay, so start rolling. Roll it gently. You could put a little pressure on there. There you go. See, this is a nice roll right there. So I really didn't have to do much to this one here. Okay. Okay, so let's get our bowl. Put it right there. Give it a little twist. Now grab it. Okay, see, there you go. A nice empanada. If you see that it's It has a little hole, it's fine. You can just bend it over and squeeze it out. See? No hole. Okay, so we're gonna leave that right there. We have a few of them done. I'm gonna make one of pizza so I can show you what it looks like, okay? So I'm gonna show you how big they were and how they did it in a twisted way, different than I do it. I'm gonna show you 2 ways how to do it. And I mean, like, you either fork the sides of it or you can twist them. Okay, so right now, let me get this little bowl incorporated good. Okay, like I said, your hands, they melt the butter a little bit more, so it'll be more spreadable. Okay, so this is nice. I'm gonna make a nice big one. I'm gonna show you how you can do them small for the children, you can do them big for the adults. Okay, so this one's a nice big one, okay? So I'm going to show you how this is going to be done. I'm not going to make this one into a circle because I want to show you something, okay? Let me show you something. Okay, so I'm going to leave this one square, okay? You can still lift it. You could flip it. You can do the other side, okay? So this is nice right there. Okay, this is, like I said, this is the size that I used to get in Puerto Rico when I used to go for lunch. It was really big. Okay, so this is how he did it. Now you take your pizza mix sauce, right? And you're gonna take some and you're gonna put some in the middle. Okay. A little tiny bit more extra sauce in there. You don't want too much, you don't want it to break. Okay, so you add a little bit of mix in the middle and you take this over and you fold it. And they take this part and they start and they twist it. Like a little twist. Like this, and you press and twist and press and twist like that. You turn it like that. It used to have a nice thick little dough on it. So I don't know, I can't do it now, but okay, I'm just a little sicky still. But the way they did it was that they took it and they rolled it and pinched, rolled it and pinched until they got it all incorporated like that. So you can do it, this is one way, okay? This is how I used to get them, like in Puerto Rico, just like that. Let me just close the pieces, I don't want anything to come out. Like I said, it's very easy, it's very forgiving. If you make a mistake, it's fine. And since my oil is already hot, I'm gonna take this pizza one and I'm just gonna pop it right in there, okay? Just making sure that it has a nice seal, just like that. Just wanna make sure it's nice and sealed. I don't want anything to come out. Okay, so here we go. Okay, nice and sealed. So I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna put it in deep fry and I'm gonna raise the heat now. I had it low, but I just raised the heat. So I'm just gonna grab a spoon real quick. And I'm gonna grab these little ones here and I'm gonna show you. You can take them again if you want. You could just give them a little roll. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this one up with meat. So I'm gonna take some meat mixture and I'm gonna put it right in the middle, like that. Okay, nice pocket. And I'm gonna fold it over and I'm gonna press down on it. Okay, press. And then I'm going to grab a fork. I need a fork, okay? So what you wanna do is you wanna press the edges on this like this. Just go around it. This one has like a tiny little hole there. A big hole, but like I said, it's forgiving. You can take a little piece of dough like this, and usually, sometimes I have like a little water next to me, and you can just wet it, and then you can just put it on top. There you go, see? No big deal. Just in case that happens, you know what to do. Okay, so let's get this nice and make sure it doesn't break. You know what it is? I think the meat was hot. But that's okay, we're gonna do this. There we go. I'm gonna take this one. It's kind of little. Broke a little, but I'm just gonna fix it, okay? And you don't have to worry, because I'll show you how to fix it. If it has to hold, just grab a piece, flatten it out, okay? You're gonna flatten it. Just gonna place it right on top. Well, that's what I do. Anyway, I don't know what anyone else will do, but there you go. We'll just put that right there. Okay, so see, all fixed. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it side down like that. So I'll grab another one. This is ready to turn already. I think I need something else to turn it with. Hold on. I don't see my tongs. I really don't want to break. Ah, there you go. That's good. A piece came out of it. That's okay. You can put it back in. That's okay. Leave it. I hope the filling doesn't come out now. The filling looks like it's gonna come out. But then again, you're dealing with fresh empanadas. Okay, let me put this here so I can pay attention to this. This is gonna be great. Where's my spatula? I had a little spatula. Just gonna throw a little bit of oil on top of it. Yeah. I'm gonna try not to put that side in. Ooh, it's getting hot. Ooh, don't burn me. I'm gonna leave that right there, and it's kind of like opening up a little bit, but that's okay. Leave it alone. I'm gonna grab something, and I'm just gonna put a little piece of paper towel on here. They're done very quickly, so you can take the oil and just stir it on over it. Ah, it's hot. Okay, there you go. And this one's ready to come out. Like I said, I don't want it to burn, so I'm gonna grab this. No, excuse me, let me get it. Something else. There you go. Whoa, that was hot. And I need to get all these little pieces out. Just gonna put them in the bowl. This one is done. It doesn't look pretty, but it's still gonna be tasty. And this one is ready to come out also. So the pastry's done really quick. Don't drop it. Ah, okay, I didn't drop it. I'm just gonna go and take out all this crusty stuff on the side. It got a little dark, my oil. I didn't want that to happen, but that's what happens. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay, this one didn't come out so pretty, but at least it stayed intact. It's hot. I'm gonna put it to the side here for a few minutes while I make some more. Okay, so let's grab this again. Go gently. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's good right there. And let's add a little meat to that. Okay. Okay, that's a good amount there. So now we're going to take it and we're going to flip it over. And we're going to press down a little. Okay. That's good. Nothing's coming out. And we're just going to press down on the edges to make sure they seal. That's good, that's perfect. It has a nice amount of meat. And this flame is too high. I'm gonna lower that so they don't burn on me. I'm gonna grab another one. And just gonna roll it out a little bit. Like I said, you could roll it out so it could be nice and thin. It cooks real fast if it's thin. So there you go. I rolled it, and let's grab some more meat. And we're gonna put that in there like that. Okay. So again, you turn it over and you press the edges. Okay, and you give it a little pinch with a fork and press it with your fingers so you can have a little leverage there. So there you go. Pinch it right there just a little bit. So here we go. So this is another one. Oh, my oil is hot. My oil is too hot. Okay, see, that's another one. That one's good. I don't want to burn them. I lowered the flame already. And look at this one's splitting. I guess I work better without an audience. Okay, let's flip this over. I'm gonna throw a little oil on top. I don't like the way the oil looks. Okay, there. Live TV, no. Okay, so there we go. This one needs to be flipped. Let's flip that. And this one needs to be taken out already. So I'm gonna grab my little tiny spatula, my little tongs. And I'm gonna put it right here with the other ones, as you can see right there. Okay, so let me continue with this one. Alright. You can throw a little oil on top. I don't like the way the oil's looking. It's getting like black little pieces on it. So I have this strainer here. I have this little drainer, so I'm gonna drain it into something and it'll leave all the black pieces behind, but I'm gonna take this one out. I'm gonna put it back here. And I'm gonna strain this oil and I'll be back, okay? Just give me 1 minute. I really need to strain the oil. It's really hot and I'm kind of scared. But I'll just show you so you don't think something happened. Okay, we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it right through here. See? Now I just gotta clean the pan. Okay. So I just wanted to show you what I did. Okay, you can do this also. I need to clean the pan or maybe just swap it out. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm just gonna swap it out. Okay, I took another pan and I'm gonna put the oil back in because the oil is good. Okay, so there we go. And let me not have the flame so high. Okay, it's not too high. Okay, here we go. Now, here we go again. So I did one of pizza. I'll do one more. This time I won't put a lot of filling in it. I'll make sure that it doesn't break. Okay. I'm going to stretch it out just a little bit, not too much. I don't want it to break. So I think, okay, that's good. That's good, and it doesn't look like anything's broken on this one, so that's fine like that. And let's make another pizza. Okay, so I'm gonna put a small amount of filling in there. Okay, spread it out. I'm not gonna twist it, but you could twist it if you start going like this, but I don't want it to fall out, so you know what, I'm not gonna twist it. I showed you how they did it. All right, let me just this a little pinch, a little press and a pinch. Not too hard, you don't want to break it, okay? So there. Just make sure it's nice and sealed. You don't want anything to come apart. So hopefully nothing will come out of this one. I gave it a good seal. I'm going to put it down. And, okay, that's good. And okay, that's another one of pizza. So let's make another pizza one because we have one more to make. One left for a filling. Okay. So. Okay. So. Okay, there we go. So I'm just gonna throw the last little bit in there. I didn't need the flour. Okay, see. Just put it right there in the middle. Okay, that's it. Let's get rid of this bowl. And put the rest of this in here like that. Okay, so again, this is another pizza one. And I just want to clean it, the fork, and I'm gonna try to push it in the middle there. Okay, that's good. Now we fold it over and we press. Okay, press. And then we press the fork down a little. Press, 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 press. Like this, and like that, and like that. Yeah, okay, like that. And then I just like to flatten it a little bit, just to make sure that that's sealed, really sealed. So here we go. Another pizza one. And this one looks pretty good, no holes, right? No holes, but I see that it's like, not too, like, I could see that I don't want it to open up. So I'm just gonna flip it over and give it an extra little thing. Okay, so I think that's good. I don't see any holes, so I'm just gonna place that one in there like that. And the heat is high already. This is the wrong tool to use. What I need is a spatula or a spoon. You can grab a spoon. You can grab a spoon and just like throw some oil on top, just like that, like so. These are coming out really good. Okay. Nothing's gonna open, which is good. Nothing opens up. Okay. Remember, you're working with fresh pastry dough. We can flip it now. Let's flip that. This one don't flip because it's not, it doesn't have like that little golden color yet. Just waiting for it to get that golden color. And then we could flip it again. I'm just pressing down the edges. No accident here. Okay, so just throw some oil. Could you see with my coffee pot in the way? Let me remove my coffee pot. Okay, so just throw some oil on top. Like if you do like a sunny side up egg, but you want the yolk to cook and you throw the oil on top. Perfect. Okay, so that's good just like that. I'm just going to give it a little flip. Is it going to flip? Are you going to flip it? Oh, it wasn't ready to flip. That's okay. We're going to hold it down there. Hold it down. And this one is ready. I'm going to take that out now because I don't want anything to pop out. Like I said, you can make them darker if you want. Lighter, darker. So, throw a little oil on that. Trust me, they're going to be very tasty. And this one is opening up on me, so I'm just going to take it out. Because I don't want anything to turn my thing black, so I'm just going to put that right there. And so I have those ready. Okay, now I'm going to make the meat one. I have another one here. I have more dough I can continue after, but I want to show you. the last one. I'm going to save these little pieces because I still have more dough and I have plenty of meat. I've already made 2 for 6, 8. I was going to make one with pepperoni and meat to show you that you could do it a lot of different ways. Okay, so I just want to do this one with meat. Okay, that's a pretty big one. Or I could show you, look. You could take one and add a little mozzarella to it, like that. See, that's good right there, some mozzarella. And I have some pepperonis here. I usually like to cut them into little pieces, but I'm not gonna do that right now. So I'm just gonna, I cut it usually like into 4 pieces. I don't know why I'm using a knife, but it's okay. So I usually take it, put it there, like that. Let me lower my oil's too hot. That looks good, huh? That looks really good. Okay, so once you have it like that, push it over a little and just hold it right there. Grab the edges, push them in. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this and we're gonna pinch these edges. I don't know why they're splitting on me. They usually don't do that, but that's okay. They're gonna be tasty and they're going to be eaten. Okay, so there we go. See? I made a pepperoni and cheese one. You can see a little pepperonis coming out there on the side. I'm just gonna squish it. I'm just gonna turn this dough in like that over and give it a little squish right there. At least this one doesn't have any liquid that's coming out except for the cheese when it melts, but let's just put this one in there too. And you could see they get nice and puffy when they cook. See? Okay, so they're delicious. This one looks good. Pepperoni and cheese one. Like I said, it burns again. The oil burns again. That's okay. That's okay. This is good. Oh, okay. So, should I flip it? No, it's not brown yet. So, let that sit there for another minute. And we can take out and roast some of this pastry dough because I have this flour was not needed. I have so much meat here. Okay, so I can get at least like 3 more. I'm gonna have a piece of pepperoni. Okay. Here we go. And roll. I think I can get maybe 2. Let's see. I think 2. You know what it is? Is that I think my pole is not hot. I mean my pole. Did I say pole? My rolling pin, it got warm. It's better when it's colder. Alright, so excuse me. Alright. This is nice. I'm just gonna roll it again. Spicy pepperoni. Okay, oh, I forgot about you. Oh, but the heat is so low. Let's give it a quick flip. It's getting a nice color there anyway, so that's good. Let's roll this out. Okay. I think that's good. Like I said, they don't have to be perfect. Okay, you can use the bowl. You don't have to use the bowl. You can use it to, you could use this and you could just cut it circle if you want. Doesn't matter. It's just dough. It's all gonna taste the same. Okay, so let's get a little meat in here. right there. And let's flip this over here like this. Okay, finger right there. Okay, so that's pretty good there. And now my thing's hot. Okay. Like that, press it down. It's okay if a little oil comes out, it's okay. Okay, dokie. Let me turn it. See, it's open on this side, you gotta check. I'm gonna just flip it. My dough usually comes out perfect. I think it's because I didn't really leave it the whole half hour that you're supposed to leave it. But yeah, this one didn't come out too good. This one did not come out too good. This one is a fail. That's okay because you can just fix it. Like I say, you grab another piece. Okay, I'll show you how to fix it when accidents happen. That's no problem. Let me just write this down. Okay, took that out, and let's get another piece out of this so we can wrap that one up because it broke. It's okay though, because I will take care of it. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut it with my fork right there, and so see, the dough needed to be a little colder, I think, but I'm just gonna put it right there on top. See that? I'm just gonna wrap it around and see if it'll take. Yeah, that's pretty good. They're not looking that pretty, but they're gonna at least take. See, to burn. Okay, don't burn. Okay, hot fork. All right. So, you know what? I don't even think I need to push the edges down because I just wrapped this like a little burrito there. It's starting to look like a burrito, but it's fine. You know what? It's okay. I'm gonna put that in there like that. Hot stuff, and I'm gonna take this one out. And I'm gonna put it right here with the other ones. And I think I have one more to do, and then we're done. Okay? Take this pepperoni. Okay, let's get rid of this plastic. Right there. I have one more. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Like I said, this one's not going to look too pretty, but it's going to taste just the same. Okay? So here we go. Last one. Let's see what kind of miracle we can perform with this one. Okay. 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 There we go. Stretch it out. See, it's already peeling. That's because the butter, it just needs to stay colder. I didn't leave it as long as I was supposed to. You're supposed to leave it in there for like 30 minutes to get nice and cold and incorporate it, but I didn't leave it in there. I think I only left it in 15 minutes. It needed to be cold, and then my rolling pin is hot too. It's supposed to work with a cold rolling pin. Okay, so this is the last one. And I'm going to take this one out because I'm going to take this one out because that's a good color. And the meat stayed intact in there, so that's good. So we're going to take this out and I'm going to add it to the other ones here. And we're going to do one more. Let me take this piece out. Put it inside. Okay, one more. I hope this one stays together. Ooh, you stay together. You can always wet your hands and put a little water on it. That'll work. Okay, so get the meat. Okay, that's good. And this part is not really together too good. Okay, we're gonna flip this over and get this part done too. Gotta get that in there. Okay, so press. We're gonna press them. Okay, so let's do the little squeeze action here. Make sure it comes out okay. That's good. This can always be for hamburgers or macaroni, whatever you want to make with that too. Or just make more dough. See, this one looks like it's gonna split a little, so I'm just gonna press it. Like I said, sometimes it even works better when you just press it together like this. Okay, so let's get this one in. Pinch, press. I hope my oil's not too hot. Okay. It's fine. It's just burned a little, the oil. That's because of the filling. The filling burns it. But that's okay. We're doing good. So I'm just going to move this out of the way here for now. Okay. And take these things out. Hot. Alright, see that meat is, the pan is hot. Okay, there we go, see? That's a nice color there. Alright, so I can remove this. Put it to wash. That's a little bit of, that splashing sound means that it's the oil or the drippings. But it's fine. See? It stayed intact. And let me just spread this little thing in a second. Let's wipe this. Okay. Okay, that's it. I'm going to take this one out because I don't want it to burn. And it looks like it might burn. Okay. Alright, that's it. You see both sides are brown. Nice. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to add it to the other bunch right here. Oops. And there you go. Empanadas. I hope you liked the video. I hope you use my recipe. And I hope they come out a little better than mine. But thanks for watching. Give me a like, share, subscribe. And see you later. Bye.